Michiganders on both sides of the political aisle gathered to watch the debate. Michigan Trump victory hosted a Republican watch party in Grand Rapids.
Meantime, Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist took part in a virtual watch party along with other Democratic state lawmakers.
And those who watched the debate had a lot to say about it. For local reaction, we turn to 7 Action News reporter Jen Shantz, who's live in Roseville for us this morning. And Jen, what are voters telling you?
Well, Alicia, we're here at a 7-Eleven. We're on 9 Mile and Gratiot right now, hoping to hear from more voters this morning as they're stopping to get their morning coffee. But the general consensus, regardless of which candidate you back, or even if you're still undecided at this point, last night was just exhausting. It was often hard to hear each candidate and oftentimes even hard to hear the moderator, Chris Wallace, as both candidates, more so President Trump, continued to interrupt. At one point, Joe Biden even telling the president to shut up.
And we will protect people.
President, I'm the moderator of this
relations.
debate, and I would like you to let me ask my question.
Voters hoping to hear President Trump and his opponent, former Vice President Joe Biden, discuss specific policy plans and key issues were likely frustrated last night. Undecided Detroit voter raised in Oakland County, Andrew Rodney, didn't get much clarity from the debate in Cleveland, which focused on key issues ranging from the Supreme Court vacancy to COVID-19, the economy, and racism and violence in the U.S.
I don't think that either of them presented any kind of plan or specific detail.
Rodney, who told us last night he's likely to vote third party in November, said overall President Trump fared worse in the first debate.
When you watch it, he just is, not what you would hope for in terms of somebody who has to lead a long-term policy.
Thousands of comments rolled in from Channel 7 viewers, many of them frustrated with the amount of bickering between the candidates. Amanda says, next debate, soundproof boxes and the moderator gets a switch to allow candidates to talk. Dominique writes, this is exhausting. You can't even hear the moderator speak. Not surprisingly, in the local and state political spheres, the night was judged differently by members of each party.
The president showed that he was strong and forceful tonight, and Biden doesn't have the energy.
I'm very sad of this kind of belittling one's opponent and name calling.
Now, back in 2016, President Trump won Michigan by a slim margin, and possibly up to 3% of Michigan voters are still undecided at this point, making debates like this critical for both candidates seeking to win over battleground states like Michigan. Both candidates will appear for additional presidential debates, 2 of them happening next month. In the next hour, you'll hear more local reaction from voters here in Metro Detroit. Reporting live this morning from 13 Mile and Gratiot in Roseville, Jen Shantz, 7 Action News.